what happens is that when you have conversations with events and people who do events, they always try to sell you on sales because money sounds really nice. But honestly, this is more of a branding exercise where people get to see, learn, visually imprint. So tomorrow they see it in a store, they know what they saw. So if you ask me, yes, it's more of a branding exercise and a more of a eyeball and awareness exercise. Yeah, this is fine.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm Salman. I'm at the Under 25 Summit right now in Bangalore. We're nearing the end of it, and I'm here speaking to your name?
Nikki, I'm Nikki.
Nikki, who heads brand for this interesting brand called Swami.
Yes.
Right? Is that what
Very,
it's-
very interesting.
So tell me about this brand, Swami.
So Swami is a progressive drinks brand. We make tonic waters and ginger ale. It's our first range of products. All natural, premium, low sugar, low cal. We have about 4 tonic flavors and 1 ginger ale right now, and we're coming up with a lot more interesting products.
So, like, tell me about these tonic waters and like, what's the mission behind the brand? Like,
So what we thought of when we started Swami was predominantly to elevate your drinking experiences. It is something that pairs best with alcohol. We do non-alcoholic products. This is something what we're doing over here, but we taste beautifully well with gin and tonics, vodka
tonic
tonics.
water,
Yes.
okay, so
So what the entire idea was that everything that was available in the market sort of completely dilutes your product. That's why we call it elevate, not dilute. We kind of elevate our drinking experiences.
I don't understand that. Like, can you
So,
explain?
what happens is that every time previously, before Swami came into existence in India, you added about 30 ml of your gin and then you put some mixer. It was so sweet that it always took over your base spirit. So the idea of Swami is to complement it versus taking over. So every time you have a gin or a gin tonic or a vodka tonic or a whiskey ginger ale, you can shift different companies of liquor and you can add our product and you'll still taste it so much better.
I'll just get that one of
Yeah,
these
sure.
bottles. Yeah.
That's how we look.
Yeah. Okay. So how long has it been since you guys started?
We've been around for about 2 years. Bangalore for a year.
A Bangalore company?
No, we're a Bombay-based company. We're based out of 7 cities. We're in Goa, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Jaipur, Bangalore as well.
Okay.
And Bangalore's been about a year now, and this is one of our first big events. So we're pretty excited about
So
it.
how's that adoption been?
For this, it's been really good. So we're available in a bunch of retail outlets and restaurants all over the city. This was a very new audience for us because it's younger. They're still getting used to the product. A lot of people discovered us at the summit today.
That's so good. And also you have a very nice stall out here where alcohol is not being served, but you guys kind of like have
so
a.
we call it a zero proof bar. It basically means zero proof is no alcohol. That's why we call it a zero proof bar. If you call it mocktails or non-alcoholic drinks, we call it a zero proof bar.
Awesome. So tell me about your job as you head brand. Like what are your roles and responsibilities?
So I basically look after everything that is to do with communications, branding, events, activities, everything of the brand in the whole country right now.
How many people in the marketing team?
We're about 8 to 9 of us. Yeah. So we're in different cities and everyone's placed in different cities. I travel around the country. We're going to Goa tomorrow. We're doing a
Awesome.
event
I love your job.
you should, everyone. It's fun. It's nice. It's got. It's difficult some days because you're working through the weekends, but it's a lot of fun. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to learn a lot of stuff. Also, you get to interact with people like you as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So like, tell me something cool that you did with your work in the last 1 year.
I'm going to think of something cool. I mean, we do so many things around Swami. We've been.
Example, you can tell me about setting up this bar, right?
Yeah.
Pulling off this event. Like, how was that experience? You were
This was really good. So it was actually very challenging. We closed Under 25 Summit 1 week before the event. So on Tuesday we had to work all night, get these things together because they needed the files on Thursday to put this entire thing together. It takes about 3 whole days. So the entire team worked through the entire week to make sure this comes together. Sat through the night on Thursday, Friday, and made sure that everything comes together. So this week's been pretty adventurous for us.
Like, you don't have to tell me the number, but how much does it cost to get something an activation like this?
So what happens that there are different kinds of sponsorships that happen and different kind of event collaboration that happen. This particular one is sponsorship as well as sales that we do, correct? So how they sort of differentiate is sometimes if we sell product and they keep the money, we don't pay sponsorship or
So you have a collaboration where mutually beneficial.
right, correct. So the good part about Under 25 was Shreyansh really wanted the brand to be a part of it because he really thinks that the people would connect with it and it was a great space for them to identify a product.
So
which
they
is-
actually shortlisted you?
Yes.
Awesome. Good,
So
good.
they've actually, I think we didn't think this was the right place for us to be, but the conviction they showed in the brand to saying that you should be here to get a new audience for yourself was immensely good.
So how would you look at it, the performance of it? Is it based on, obviously it's not the sales, right?
I mean, what happens is that when you have conversations with events and people who do events, they always try to sell you on sales because money sounds really nice. But honestly, this is more of a branding exercise where people get to see, learn, visually imprint. So tomorrow they see it in a store, they know what they saw. So if you ask me, yes, it's more of a branding exercise and a more of a eyeball and awareness exercise than anything else.
Awesome. Now tell me about what did you study? Like,
Before this, okay. So I basically done my business administration from
MBA?
BBA. So I didn't do my. I stopped studying after my graduation because I started.
Good.
I think it was
for you.
really good. It was really good. I think I'm going to always stay with that. I started working in an ad agency called Leo Burnett in Bombay.
Wow!
So I did that for about 2 years.
Leovan is the best.
And oh, I love it. Everything that I learned about marketing, branding, advertising was all to do with Leo Burnett. Great.
How long did you work?
2 years.
Awesome! You must have worked on some crazy
So
projects.
we worked on BlackBerry, Godrej, iPill, iCan. So like a bunch of nice products. What was really interesting.
How did you get that job?
It was an internship which eventually converted into a job. The job converted into brand manager, and I mean, you know how that works. So, but I was in the client servicing part of it, and not in the creative bit of it. But what it helped you learn is that I was really young when I started working. I was about 19, and I worked with a lot of senior people who were really interested in teaching you and getting better, which I think every company should sort of have as a value to help people grow and nurture and get them.
Awesome. So you learn so much through something like this when the company itself is showing interest and like supporting you and building.
Yeah.
But for you to move to this is a startup, right?
This is a startup. So after that, I worked in a production company for a year. Moving on to I ran my own restaurant for 4.5 years.
You've done a lot.
Yeah, and I mean, in a very short span, a lot sort of happened and a lot of movement happened, but in the right direction. And then 3 of my friends started Swami. I thought it was a really cool brand, great concept, and I decided to shut shop at the restaurant and join these guys.
Was it a difficult move?
Very difficult. I mean, you have the luxury to be at a restaurant. There's hard work over there, of course, but this is very different from that because it's a single product. Like, it's a bottle which you need to make sure that everybody likes.
So do you feel like
I need to go to you, you don't come to me in a restaurant, everyone.
So do you feel like when you joined this, right, was it completely different for you even though it's still a marketing?
No. So the good part about all the moves that I've ever had were marketing focused. So, and I think I'm good at, that's where my skill sort of lies. But what was different over here, that it was a retail brand. That means a big consumer change was happening where it doesn't range from only an Italian lover who comes to your restaurant, but everybody who's out there and can see the product in a supermarket. Everyone's on TG.
See the impact and you feel the satisfaction out of that. Awesome, thank you so much. Tell me your Instagram, where can people find you? Also, I wanted to know about the campaign you have going on here.
Oh yeah, so basically we're a young, very exciting brand. We make a lot of merch. For example, we have these, we have all of these. We have hoodies, and also anyone who's sliding into our DM, we're sort of giving them some goodies to go. Yeah, and so over this week, whoever's coming in, we're picking a bunch of people, we're giving them tonics and a bunch of our goodies, and we're couriering it to them. So yeah.
That's very good, very
We're
good.
at Swami Drinks.
No, your Instagram name.
I'm at Nick Gupta, NIKKGUPTA.
So much for speaking. All the best to you and so. And thank you for recording it.
Thank you so much.